Okay, real talk. Most people use their credit card the exact same way. Swipe it, pay the bill, maybe collect some points, and that's it. That's the whole relationship. But here's what nobody tells you. The card sitting in your wallet right now is probably loaded with benefits you've never once touched. Protections, credits, insurance policies, negotiation power. All of it just sitting there, completely unused, while you've been paying for things out of pocket that your bank would have gladly covered. I've been deep in this world for a while now, and I've talked to a lot of people about money. And the one thing that genuinely shocks almost everyone, how much value they're leaving on the table with their credit cards every single year. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 things that your bank almost certainly won't tell you up front. Because the less you use these features, the more money stays in their pocket, not yours. So let's get into it. Secret number 1. Your card has a dispute button that's more powerful than you think. Let's start with something that every single cardholder has access to, but almost nobody uses correctly. You know what a chargeback is, right? It's when you dispute a charge with your bank and they reverse it. Most people think this is only for fraud, like if someone steals your card and goes on a shopping spree, but that's not even close to the full picture. Under a federal law called the Fair Credit Billing Act, been around since 1975, you have the right to dispute charges for a surprisingly wide range of reasons. A product that never arrived, a service that wasn't delivered as described, a duplicate charge, a subscription you thought you canceled, even just a billing error. And here's the wild part. Banks have gotten really pro-consumer on this over the last couple of years. If you have your evidence together, screenshots, emails, receipts, your odds of winning a dispute are genuinely high. The key thing to know is timing. Most issuers give you 60 days from the date the charge appears on your statement, but American Express and MasterCard up to 120 days. Visa sits at 75 to 120, depending on the situation. The clock starts from your statement date, not the purchase date, which matters more than people realize. And one practical tip, always try to contact the merchant first. Not because you have to, but because it creates a paper trail. If you have an email where you said, "Hey, I never received this item," and they ignored you, that's evidence. Banks love that. It shows you acted in good faith. Secret number 2. Purchase protection is basically free insurance on almost everything you buy. This one genuinely blew my mind when I first learned about it. A lot of mid-tier and premium credit cards come with something called purchase protection. What it means is this. If something you buy gets damaged, stolen, or destroyed within a certain window of time, usually 90 to 120 days after purchase, your card will reimburse you. Not the store, not your homeowner's insurance, your credit card. I've seen people get reimbursed for cracked laptop screens, dropped phones, stolen headphones, a camera that got knocked off a table. If you bought it with the right card, there's a decent chance you're covered. American Express cards are particularly strong here. Many of them cover up to $1,000 per item and $50,000 per year. You file a claim, provide proof of purchase and proof of the damage, and in most cases, you get a check. Now, I want to be honest with you. It's not instant, and it does require some paperwork. But when you're looking at an $800 repair bill for something that happened to a brand new item, spending 20 minutes filling out a claim form is a pretty easy decision. Check your card's benefits guide. And I know nobody actually reads those things, but just Control F purchase protection and see what shows up. You might be sitting on coverage you had no idea about. Secret number 3, extended warranty coverage. Okay, picture this. You're buying a new TV at Best Buy. The salesperson leans in and asks if you want the extended warranty for $80. You say no, because you're not made of money. You drive home feeling pretty good about yourself. What you might not realize is that your credit card probably just extended that manufacturer's warranty for free. A lot of cards, including many Chase, Amex, and Citi products, automatically double the original manufacturer's warranty on eligible purchases. If your TV comes with a 1-year warranty, your card might extend that to 2 years. On products that go up to 3 years, some cards cap their extension at 1 additional year on top of that. This is not a small thing. Extended warranties on electronics and appliances are a massive industry. Retailers make enormous margins on them, and your credit card is quietly offering you something similar at zero cost. The one thing you need to do, keep your receipt and make a note of which card you used. When something breaks 13 months into a 12-month warranty and the manufacturer shrugs and says, sorry, that's when you call your card's benefits line and remind them you exist. Secret number 4, the sign-up bonus game. This one gets a little more strategic, and some people have turned it into an actual income stream. Every major credit card comes with a sign-up bonus, sometimes called a welcome offer. You open the card, spend a certain amount within the first few months, and you get a lump sum of points, miles, or cash back. We're talking sometimes $200, $500, even $1,000 worth of value, depending on the card. Now, the practice of opening cards specifically for these bonuses and then moving on is called churning. And I want to be clear, done carelessly, it can absolutely hurt your credit score and even get you blacklisted from certain banks. But done smart, it's genuinely one of the most efficient ways to earn free travel and cash back. Here's what you need to know. Chase has what's known as the 524 rule. It's not officially published, but it's very real. If you've opened 5 or more cards from any issuer in the last 24 months, Chase will almost automatically reject you. So if you're serious about this, you want to hit Chase cards early in your strategy, before you start opening others. American Express has a once-per-lifetime rule on welcome bonuses, meaning you can only get the sign-up bonus for a specific card one time ever. So don't blow your shot. And the golden rule of this whole thing, never spend money you wouldn't otherwise spend just to hit a minimum spend requirement. That completely defeats the purpose. If you're putting $4,000 on a card in 3 months, those should be dollars that were already going to leave your bank account anyway. Secret number 5, your card covers rental car insurance. This is money that people throw away literally every single time they rent a car, and it makes me a little crazy. When you get to the rental counter, there's always that moment where they slide a piece of paper across and circle the collision damage waiver. It runs anywhere from $15 to $40 a day. For a week-long rental, you could easily be looking at $200 in insurance you didn't need. Because your credit card already covers it. Most major Visa and MasterCard products, along with plenty of Amex cards, include an auto rental collision damage waiver as a standard benefit. You pay for the rental with your card, decline the counter's insurance, and you're covered if the car gets damaged or stolen. Now, and this part matters, there are 2 types of coverage. Primary coverage means your card pays first, no questions asked. Secondary means it only kicks in after your personal auto insurance has been billed. Knowing which one you have is important, because if you don't want your personal insurance touched, you need a card with primary coverage. Cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred and Chase Sapphire Reserve are well known for offering primary rental coverage. Also worth noting, some vehicles like exotic cars, trucks, and certain SUVs might not be covered. And you need to rent in your own name and pay with the card to get the benefit. But for a typical rental car situation, this one simple thing can save you hundreds of dollars a year. Secret number 6, cell phone protection. This one is really underrated, and it's become more common over the last few years. Several credit cards, including the Wells Fargo Active Cash, Chase Freedom Flex, and Chase Ink Business Preferred, will cover your cell phone for free. No additional premium, no signing up for anything. Just use the card for that one bill. This is exactly the kind of thing banks don't go out of their way to advertise, because the more people file claims, the more the bank pays out. But the benefit is there. It's in writing in your cardholder agreement, and it's yours to use. Secret number 7, travel protections that save you thousands. If you travel at all, even just a couple of times a year, this section is probably worth thousands of dollars to you over time. Premium travel cards come with a suite of protections that most people either don't know about or forget to use in the moment when they actually need them. Trip cancellation and interruption insurance. If your trip gets canceled or cut short because of illness, severe weather, or certain emergencies, your card can reimburse you for prepaid, non-refundable expenses. We're talking flights, hotels, tours, that non-refundable Airbnb that won't give you your money back. depending on the reason for cancellation, your card might cover it. Trip delay insurance. If your flight gets delayed by a certain number of hours, usually 6 to 12 depending on the card, and you have to pay for a hotel or meals out of pocket, your card reimburses those expenses. Lost or delayed luggage. Airlines lose bags. It happens. Many travel cards will cover the cost of essential items you need to buy while you're waiting for your bags to show up. Toiletries, a change of clothes. It's not a huge amount, but when you're stuck at a hotel with nothing, it matters. The cards known for having the strongest travel protections are things like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Amex Platinum, and several co-branded airline cards. But even some mid-tier travel cards have solid coverage. Just make sure you book your travel using that card to activate the benefits. Secret number 8, price protection. Here's one that's become rarer, but it still exists on select cards, and when you use it, it feels like you're actually beating the system. Price protection means this. If you buy something and then the price drops within a set time frame, usually 30 to 60 days, your card will refund you the difference. So you buy a $300 jacket. 3 weeks later, it goes on sale for $210. You file a claim and you get $90 back on your statement. Just like that. This used to be very common. A lot of banks quietly eliminated it a few years ago because people were actually using it. But it still exists on some cards, including certain US bank products. If you have a card that offers this, it can realistically save you several $100s a year, especially if you buy electronics or anything that tends to go on sale. The habit to build is simple. When you make a significant purchase, just set a reminder on your phone to check the price again in 2 or 3 weeks. If it dropped, go file the claim. It takes maybe 10 minutes. That's a pretty good hourly rate. Secret number 9, shopping portals. This one requires almost zero effort, and I genuinely don't understand why more people don't do it. Every major credit card issuer, Chase, Amex, Citi, Capital One, runs an online shopping portal. The concept is simple. Instead of going directly to Amazon, Best Buy, Nike, or whatever retailer you're shopping at, you log into your card's shopping portal first, click through to that same retailer from there, and earn extra points or cash back on top of whatever your card already gives you. Chase has one called Chase Ultimate Rewards. Amex has Amex Offers and a shopping portal. Capital One has Capital One Shopping. These portals negotiate deals with retailers, and when you click through, they share a cut of the commission with you in the form of bonus rewards. The multipliers vary. Sometimes it's an extra 1 or 2 points per dollar. Sometimes during a promotion, it's 10 or 15 points per dollar on a specific retailer. Over the course of a year, if you do most of your online shopping this way, you can accumulate a significant amount of bonus rewards, often worth hundreds of dollars, on purchases you were already going to make. You don't need a different card. You don't need to sign up for anything extra. You just need to go through the portal instead of going directly to the website. That's the whole change. It takes about 30 seconds more per purchase. Secret number 10. You can negotiate your interest rate and fees. Okay, last one. And this might be the most important mindset shift in this entire video. Most people treat their credit card terms like they're written in stone. The interest rate is what it is. The annual fee is what it is. Late fees are what they are. They're not. Credit card companies operate in an incredibly competitive market, and they don't want to lose you as a customer, especially if you've been with them for a while and you pay your bills consistently. Here's what most people don't know how to do, or just don't bother doing. Call the number on the back of your card. Tell them you've been a customer for a while and you'd like a lower APR. Banks do this more than you think. If you have a decent payment history and your credit score has improved since you opened the account, there's a real chance they'll lower your rate, sometimes by several percentage points. That can translate to significant savings if you ever carry a balance. Annual fees. Call and ask them to waive it or give you a retention offer. A retention offer is when the bank, rather than lose you as a customer, offers you something. Bonus points, a statement credit, to keep you from canceling. I've seen people get their entire annual fee back as a statement credit just by making one phone call and mentioning they were thinking about canceling. Late fees. Most issuers will waive your first late fee, no questions asked. It's practically a policy, they just don't tell you. If you've never been late before and you missed a payment by a couple of days, Call them, explain what happened, and ask nicely. 9 times out of 10, they'll remove it. And here's the broader principle at play. Banks make money from fees and interest, but they also make money every time you swipe your card. They charge the merchant a percentage of every transaction. That means they have an incentive to keep you as an active, happy customer. When you call and ask for something reasonable, you're not being annoying. You're participating in a negotiation they're already set up to have. If this was useful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.